Good evening. We all know what the start of a new season's about. Faith, hope and the Community Shield. Oh, and a few new faces, of course. World Cup winner Gilberto Silva was on show for double winners Arsenal. Their opponents today, Premiership runners-up Liverpool, splashed out £10 million on Senegal's El Hadj Diouf. Believe me, no such fees were paid for the services of Alan Hansen and David O'Leary. Right, to the action and today's Community Shield in partnership with McDonald's. Never thought I'd say that. The commentary team at the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff, Mick McCarthy and Steve Wilson.
42 days on from Yokohama. Welcome home, the greatest game. I don't know about you, but it seems like an eternity to me. A new name for the old Shield, but two teams who are more than accustomed to starting their season in such glorified circumstances. Whatever the name, this is Liverpool's 20th appearance in the Shield, Arsenal's 16th. It's the third time they've played each other, Liverpool having won in 79 and 89. And of course it's here in Cardiff 15 months ago that Liverpool beat Arsenal in the FA Cup final. They haven't beaten them since. Mind you, not many have. Arsenal are without Ljungberg, Pires, Van Bronckhorst and Kanu all injured. None of their new signings start. Pascal Sigan and World Cup winner Gilberto Silva are both substitutes. Fabian Carini is awaiting a work permit. So it's a very familiar looking side now captained by Patrick Vieira. Liverpool start with both the current European and African footballers of the year. Michael Owen up front with Heskey. El Hadj Diouf there will play on the right of midfield. Jimmy Traore, who spent last season on loan at Lens, gets the nod at left back ahead of Jamie Carragher. Steven Gerrard has recovered from the hernia operation that kept him out of the World Cup. The referee is Alan Wiley. Arsenal in red and white, Liverpool in their new change strip of grey and dark grey. Arsenal from right to left. This is Wiltord playing on the left. Ray Parlour has lined up on the right of the Arsenal midfield. And here is Parlour from Lauren's pass. Patrick Vieira. Perhaps feeling that captain's armband, squeezing his upper arm for the first time. Keown to Cole. And Henry dropping deep. Osho went with him. He's found Ray Parlour though, Thierry Henry. Wiltord wants it. First corner kick of the match.
Brilliant, Thierry Henry, what a great turn. He's under pressure and turn, but what surprised me is when he passed it out wide to Parlour, he went running towards him. Instead of getting in the box, you'd be thinking, go on, stick it in the box.
Arsenal's corner kick, Adu to deliver. Henry is in the box now, so is Vieira and Campbell. That was a chance.
They've got some good height from corners, Arsenal. They'll be a threat this year. Free kicks and corners, got big fellas in there.
Vieira is one of them. Won the header. Cole finds Wiltord. Patrick Vieira. Foul by Steven Gerrard on Vieira, which is not entirely a surprise.
Welcome back to the Premier League, I would say.
Yellow card for Steven Gerrard inside the opening 6 minutes of the match. Parlour, El Hadj Diouf, away from Adu. Gerrard towards Heskey, Keown covering.
Brave header from Keown there, because Heskey was swinging his right boot.
Steven Gerrard on Thierry Henry. The free kick has gone Arsenal's way. Gerrard has something to say to Henry. And the referee will presumably have something to say to Steven Gerrard. Nicely done, Vieira. Ashley Cole. Away from Heskey. This is Henry. Good block in the end, but Liverpool were almost opened up.
They've opened him up down this left-hand side. Great work by Ashley Cole there. He's done very, very well. Cut inside, stuck into Henry, and I thought he'd done him. It's a great tackle, this. Stay on his feet, Sammy up here, as he did always for Liverpool. Great saving tackle.
Keon Vieira Campbell is the aerial back post threat. It's towards Campbell. Heskey did enough. This is Henry. Wiltord makes the run. Henry darts inside, and why not? He's away from Harmon. Might have taken a deflection. Dudek save. Ray Parlour onto the loose ball, and Bergkamp. Dudek again. Bergkamp once more, and Dudek again. What a save!
A hat-trick for the goalkeeper. Brilliant. Stood up to him and made 3 great saves.
Nearly signed for Arsenal as well. Jerzy Dudek. Gerrard and Harmon together. This is Michael Owen and Emile Heskey for Liverpool. Tight angle. Still got it on target. And the first time Owen and Heskey have combined. And the first time Seaman has had any real work to do.
Well, it was Owen and Heskey that combined, Steve, but I tell you, Steven Gerrard made it with a build-up. Well played, Liverpool. First chance.
Almost found Henry with a delicious ball, Patrick Vieira.
Liverpool aren't giving Arsenal a lot of room in behind, though, for Thierry Henry to use his pace. And the ball there's over the top, but anything over it beyond the defenders onto the keeper.
I don't know if Harmon meant that, but he's found Owen. Owen caught by Vieira. Free kick. And a card.
They can't have any arguments, can if he's caught him. I don't think he's going to try and tackle him, you know, even he's gone to slide for the ball, and I think he's pulled out. His momentum's took him into Michael Owen.
Tell you what, John Arne Riise might just clatter this. Riise it is, deflected. Didn't quite catch it, Riise. When he does, you're lucky to see it. The double winners Arsenal having to defend. Riise and away by Vieira. And that challenge aside, I think Vieira's had a pretty impeccable 32 minutes. Riise's throw. Xavier is at the near post. Huppi is there as well. It was long enough to beat both of them.
And who was it that headed it out? Vieira again. He's terrific defending, going forward, all-round game.
Here's Riise. Well, for once Liverpool had space on the flanks. Michael Owen had pulled away towards the left touchline and hadn't been picked up. Gerrard. Tackle by Aiden. Henry. Skipping over Stefan Olsho. Still Thierry Henry. Must have gone 40-50 yards now, Henry. This is Wiltord. Ray Parlour is unmarked. This is Parlour. Oh, unlucky.
Well, it's a good move under Thierry Henry breaking forward, but you can see him always, when he's breaking down that left-hand side, he's wanting to check back on the inside.
Can't argue with that. 4 European Cups, 18 titles.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
It's the red and white banner of Liverpool, by the way. This is Riise. Still haven't won the championship since 1990.
See if he can put it on Vieira's head again.
Riise's throw. Yes, he can. He's missed nothing, Vieira. Here he is. Finds Wiltord, might open up for Parlour. Liverpool have never really come to terms with Ray Parlour in this match. He's found Wiltord, Henry in the centre.
Great counter-attacking football. I mean, I was joking about putting the ball on Vieira's head, but he's won everything. Corners, throw-ins, he's headed everything at the near post, and they end up with a shot on the Liverpool goal. Great counter-attacking football.
Chuff gave Dietmar Hamann something to do, but he's got away from Ray Parlour. Huppier to Heskey. "30 seconds plus stoppage time." Thierry Henry. Harmon was caught. And it's going to be a card. This is Juve. He wanted to go on. He is absolutely mystified as to why he wasn't allowed to. This is Risa to deliver. His last one from this side was pretty useful. Near post, almost found Huppier. It was Vieira's header and it clattered off Cole on its way behind. Still forward, Sami Huppier. And Xavier and the three strikers. Risa's corner kick. How many headers is that one by Patrick Vieira?
He's got a ball magnet on his head at the near post. He's headed everything. I mean, what an asset he is to that team, not only in general play, but defending corners and free kicks. He's cleared virtually everyone.
Sami Huppier is just annoying David Seaman. That's the worst of the lot from Risa. "39 next month, David Seaman. Arsenal's half, I think, for the most part, but Jerzy Dudek with that triple save from Henry and from Dennis Bergkamp twice kept Liverpool in it. Liverpool got better as the half went on, but it is Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0 at the break in the Community Shield.
It's number 19.
Sign here, please, Mr. Ljungberg. Absolutely. Gilberto Silva replaces his fellow Brazilian Edu at half-time and gets his first taste of English football. He is the third World Cup winner now on the field of play for Arsenal for the second half of this FA Community Shield in association with McDonald's. And it is 0-0. Can the European or African footballers of the year, Michael Owen or El Hadji Diouf, get the better of Henry, Vieira or Gilberto Silva, who have all lifted the World Cup itself? Liverpool from right to left in the second half. This is Traore and Martin Keown. Header ricochets to Owen. It was Gilberto Silva's first touch. And the drive from El Hadji Diouf is well blocked by Patrick Vieira. What a first touch that nearly was. Cross aimed towards Heskey, who won the header. Bergkamp finds Gilberto Silva, and Henry brings Ray Parlour into the game. Dennis Bergkamp. Heskey. Vieira popping up at left back. And offside.
It was a late enough flag for offside. I think he caught the defenders caught his attention when they shouted. I was just looking there at Bergkamp, brilliant, uses his body fantastically well, keeps hold of it, and the best and the worst then gives it away. And you said Gilberto's first touch nearly stuck Liverpool in. Interesting start to the second half.
Heskey. Traore for Liverpool. Owen and Gerrard combine. It's ricocheted off Michael Owen's backside into Wiltord. Here's Vieira, Dennis Bergkamp. This looks interesting for Arsenal. Beautifully done, Thierry Henry! Oh, unlucky. Mind you, Dudek will want some credit for the deflection. This is Wiltord. And still, great break by Arsenal. Henry. Blocked by Xavier. There was an appeal for handball which is waved away. Stefan Osho looks for El Hadji Diouf. Ashley Cole does well in the end, but what a break, what a break.
Brilliant, the guy's awesome. Once he gets beyond that that last line of defence here, if you watch it, once he breaks clear, there's no stopping him at all. Great pace, you fancy him, and you're right, Dudek's going to claim a save. Of course he is, he's got something on it and knocked it onto the post.
Just the start to the second half we were looking for, actually. First half ended really with something of a whimper. Will Tord, Parler's getting forward. No red shirts in the Liverpool penalty area again.
Well, if Dudek spills that, if he comes across the middle of the goal and he spills it, there's nobody going to stick it in the box because there's nobody there. It's going to be a defender that picks it up and clears it. Great football, but I still think they need to have somebody in the box.
El Hadj, no foul. This is Michael Owen. First chance he's had.
There's one of the best in the business in the box, and he's mishit it. First real chance, as you said. I think both teams still feeling their way into it. I think they'll be glad when this game's out of the way, if they can come out of it without any injuries. And they've got another game, fitness-wise, you know, to add to the ones they've had already in pre-season. And really, it's just they're still preparing for the big games to come at the weekend when the Premiership starts.
Liverpool at Aston Villa, Arsenal at home to Birmingham. This is Vieira, Bergkamp, Henry, Dudek save. Henry might have let that go because Will Tord and Vieira were behind him.
He could have done, but you're a centre forward, you score goals, that's what your business is, and you can't knock him, can you? He brought it down, he made Dudek make another save.
Owen, Keown half away, Risa, this is Heskey, he can dig it out from under his feet, El Hadj dug it out well, El Hadj.
He struck it well, didn't he? Only looked, it's just bobbling around. He really did get something on this. He struck it well. How far away it is? A long, long way away. It looked better from where we are stood.
Gerard Houllier, Légion d'honneur, if I pronounced it right, the highest accolade that a Frenchman can be given. Both he and Arsene Wenger were awarded it in the summer. Liverpool's throw. Zabe to Gerard, to Owen. Martin Keown was tight on Michael Owen, and it was just as well he was.
The Predator, he's not had a lot, has he? Not had many chances here. He gets his foot onto this. And you know, if he doesn't get as much on it, he might just nick that in the far. He gets across his defender. Terrific play.
Chasing with Lara, but Martin Keown, good pace from Martin Keown.
Still quick, isn't he?
Yeah.
What age is he now, Martin? He's
36.
36. I was going to give him 34 or 5 there. I was doing him a favour.
It's his
great pace.
It's his 400th Arsenal match today as well, over 2 spells. Risa with this throw-in. Well, the flick on was from Sami Hyypiä, the clearance from Sol Campbell. Liverpool have a corner. Liverpool supporters behind that goal defended by David Seaman. Henry has new boots on and is back on the field of play. Gerrard to deliver for Liverpool. Very dangerous, and Owen claims he was having his shirt pulled at the back post. What a dangerous delivery that was.
Brilliant delivery, wasn't it? Pace and missed everybody. Busy. Well, he might be getting tugged and pulled, but that's what happens in there. He's just trying to get on the end of it. But what a great delivery.
Well, Ray Parlour with Michael Owen. Owen's got a case.
Well, I think looking at his reaction, you know, something's happened. I think he does have a case for it. But it happens. Corners and free kicks, the amount of pushing and pulling and blocking that goes on. And really, you've just got to concentrate and trying to get something on the ball.
This is Vieira for Arsenal. side is up. Risa, Michael Owen, Steven Gerrard. Owen, impeded by Lauren.
I think Lauren's unlucky there. I really do. I think Michael's knocked it round him. He's turned quick. He's got enough pace. I just think he's got to do it before him. Free kick given anyway.
Well, Liverpool's most dangerous moments have come from set pieces so far. And even Thierry Henry is coming back to linger on the edge of his own penalty area for this. Gerrard, Keown got his head on it. Will have to do so again. Was just beaten by Sami Hyypiä. But this is Lauren for Arsenal. Traore and Henry will pick up that. Gerrard away from Gilberto Silva. Given away. This is Harman. This is Michael Owen for Liverpool, and still Owen claiming the penalty, and the referee doesn't want to know. Real opportunity for Liverpool. Was it snuffed out by fair means or foul? Given away by Vieira.
Not a penalty, not for me anyway. I think he's turned on the, well, he has turned on the inside of him. They've had a little tug at. I don't think he did enough. I think he was slipping. I'd like to see him going down the other side, checking back on his right foot. I think he might have seen that classic one from Michael going in the far corner.
Here's Hyypiä. Risa away from Vieira. And still John Arne Risa. Like a Norwegian snowplow. Here's Wiltord. Oh, beautifully done. Lauren. Harla. Gilberto Silva, Patrick Vieira. Dennis Bergkamp onside, but off target.
Great play, isn't it? Patrick Vieira, you think he's going to play it out wide, actually. I think maybe the Liverpool defenders thought he was. Great ball and a great touch by Dennis Bergkamp.
Little tweak to the offside law this season, actually. The referee's assistant now, it says, must see air between the attacker and the last defender, rather than just being level.
That's cleared that up then, has it?
Gilberto Silva, Dennis Bergkamp, great first touch, Vieira. Henry to Cole. Dennis Bergkamp, Parlour will make a late run inside the area. This is Gilberto Silva! What a way to start a career with a new club. Gilberto Silva's samba signals Arsenal 1, Liverpool 0.
Not time, but what about Dennis Bergkamp? He is terrific, one of my all-time favourite players. You know, there's a lot of players that go into that position and would might have smashed it across goal. Not Dennis Bergkamp. He gets here, there's nobody there for him. He's had a look up, cuts it back, and takes a great finish. You could have seen that fly over the crossbar. Great finish, 1-0, and like you said, a great start to his career. His Arsenal career, I might add.
Not the most likely scorer, perhaps, being a defensive midfielder, but what an accomplished finish.
What a signing. Was it $4.5 million? I mean, he was brilliant in the World Cup, that guy, and a great start here to his Arsenal career, but what a good player for that money. Fantastic.
Arsenal are good value for 1-0. Though Liverpool have stepped it up in the second half, Arsenal have been the better side. Will Tord, and here he is again, Gilberto Silva finding space in behind Danny Murphy. Take your pick here between Cole and Will Tord. Fowler and Bergkamp inside the area. Cole's cross, Traore has to get that right. On show. Murphy to El Hadj Diouf. Vieira with it. Nicely done.
It's nicely done, but the Arsenal lads have held him up. They've got the troops back, they've got back behind the ball. Good play by Arsenal.
Traore. Murphy. Gerrard. Took a flick, it's a Liverpool corner. Liverpool behind against Arsenal, as they were in the 2001 FA Cup final on this ground. Gerrard's corner. Seaman comes, good punch. Well, there was an infringement in there anyway. Just get the feeling there's more goals in this though. Gerrard for Liverpool, away from Will Tord. Opportunities here for Liverpool, maybe El Hadj Diouf through the eye of a needle. Referee doesn't want to know again. Patrick Vieira's challenge. I'll tell you what, these two are good mates, Vieira and El Hadj Diouf, but they're not now.
He's the only bloke I've ever seen rolling around holding his leg with a big smile on his face. If he's not, he's got to be booked as well, by the way. If that's not, if he took a dive in the box, he's a booking. And to me, it didn't look like a penalty.
If Colin Jackson hurdled like that, he wouldn't have won 4 European Championships. Liverpool's throw. Risa with the throw. Hoopier's header. Keown away. Hoopier again. Liverpool's free kick. And here comes Marcus Babbel. And wait for the cheer. Xavier replaced, and Babbel back from a crippling disease of the nervous system. El Hadj Diouf. Never looked likely to beat David Seaman. Here's Kolo Touré. It's a goal kick. This is Barros, this is El Hadj Diouf. Might just be something on here. Well, hit it early. Ignored those around him, but hit it wide.
He's a goal scorer. He's got to take it on. Doesn't look as though it's going to come down for him at the start. Not a bad effort. Didn't manage to keep it down.
This is Ray Parlour. Will Tord. Ashley Cole. Thierry Henry.
Good play by Arsenal. They don't need to score again. They've won the game. They're just given the 3 minutes of extra time. There's what? Must get only 90 seconds left, maybe a minute. Just play the game out, win the match.
Wiltord doing precisely that, and nothing Liverpool can do about it. And they've got a free kick.
I think that's a free kick for the referee's distaste of taking it into the corner and keeping the ball in that manner.
Risa. Cheru, Seaman comes. He's not happy with Marcus Babbel either.
David Seaman's in the air, and I think he just caught him, and it's, you know, it's not nice when you land. I think he was unhappy. I don't think there was any malice in it from Marcus Babbel.
That trophy cabinet is going to be even fuller. Arsenal will have to make room for the FA Community Shield.
Congratulations.
Revenge of a sort for the FA Cup final defeat of 2001. Liverpool are beaten in the Millennium Stadium for the first time. Arsenal have the first piece of silverware of the season, and they deserve it.
Absolutely, I can't agree with him more. They do deserve it. The first half, I thought they were by far the better side. Liverpool had a bit of the game then, and even then, though, even while Liverpool were attacking, Arsenal had a couple of breaks on the. But the second half, it's been a much better game. Great goal on his full debut with Gilberto Silva, but deserved victory. And yeah, I'm sure they'll make room for that trophy.
A new name amongst the Arsenal scoring list, Gilberto Silva, and a new name on the trophy that Arsenal will lift. The Community Shield is going to Highbury. Arsenal have beaten Liverpool by 1-0. So Patrick Vieira, the new captain of Arsenal, gets a first opportunity to lift a piece of silverware in the colours of his club. The new skipper lifts the Community Shield. Arsenal have 1-1. They have 4 more to play for.
Of the trophy and the cabinet, Arsene, were you pleased with that performance today?
Yes, it was a competitive game, and was very pleased with our passing, especially in the first 25-30 minutes after our experience in the second half and our motivation got us through. And I believe it was a competitive game, so it was a very good preparation for the season, and it's always important to win. When you can get trophies, you will take them.
They show in the game that they're a bit ahead of us, but the season is long. Got some good players. Obviously, they're not ready yet. Some are coming back from the World Cup, and they had probably a longer World Cup than others. Stevie's come back from an injury, who needed an operation, so I think it will take time, but gradually will be there.
In that dressing room, there's a lot of winners, you know, and they want to win, and that's vitally important. And you know, winners keep carrying on winning.
You've lost Tony Adams. I can't help feeling that you're going to miss his presence.
Yeah, of course, it's a massive presence that's gone, but you know, there's a few experienced players in that dressing room that can help fill that void. But you know, you never forget somebody like Tony, because he was one-off, he was special. But you know, life goes on, and we've got to recover from that.
Steven Gerrard looks absolutely so keen to get back playing football again. Are you going to have to put the reins on him a little bit, maybe?
Hope not.
The way Steven's playing, you're quite happy with, not a problem at all.
You could have avoided the first tackle, but apart from that, you know, you can't expect a player right at the beginning of the season, even before the season starts, to be at a top level. I mean, he's one of these players that needs games to practically get into the good flow of the competition.
Gilberto Silva, are you surprised by the way he is acclimatising so quickly to this game?
He's a very intelligent boy, and I feel that he knows to make the other players play well around him and get in the box at the right moment, and we have seen that from him today. In some occasions maybe was still surprised by the hard physical contact in the game, but he will get used quickly to that, and he's shown that he's a good player.
once again, I think we looked like a team on the pitch, and that's one of the most important things. You know, at the end of the day, win or lose, I have to say it's better to win. But as long as you play as a team, that's one of the most important things.
Well, they had a big fat nil on their shirts, Arsenal, but it wasn't like that in the end. They were worthy winners of the...
It was a very competitive match. I thought Arsenal played exceptionally well. The better team, the better the chances. They look fitter, they look sharper. But when you look right through the side, you've got the solid, reliable, but above all, they've got out-and-out quality. And if you look at some of the players that were missing today, it's alarm bells for the rest, because they're going to be there or thereabouts. They've got so much quality throughout the side. Liverpool were a bit short in fitness. I think traditionally in this fixture, they've always been short in fitness. I mean, you don't win the major trophies in August. You win them come May. It's a long, hard season, like Gerard Houllier said. And they've got strength and depth, but they'd have to play better than they did today if they're going to win things.
Can't read too much into this game, David, but these two sides will be contenders.
They'll be there, yeah. This is always a funny game. The three of us have played in it. You come out, it's the showpiece, the start of the season, but really you're still getting your fitness up and you're expected to play. I thought Arsenal, they are a better side than Liverpool. I think they have a little bit more flair. I thought they started the game excellent, particularly the first 30 minutes. Liverpool seemed to stand off them a little bit, be in awe of them, I don't know, but Arsenal dominated them. Liverpool came into the last 15 of the first half, but overall, Dudek made good saves for Liverpool, and Arsenal seemed to have the players that were going to show a bit of imagination, a bit of flair, and they always looked the better side.
Alan, we saw Gerard Houllier and Garth having a little conflab about Mr. Gerrard. Reigns or no reigns for you?
Well, when you've got Gerrard against Vieira, it's always going to be competitive. I think that Stephen missed the World Cup. He's obviously eager to get out there and get into the game and pose himself in the game. Just probably he's got to stay on his feet a bit more. I mean, the first tackle is about the 3rd minute. You pick him up there, he chases Vieira here, he goes diving in. You know, you've got to make sure you get the ball there. It's a lunge. Quite rightly, he gets booked. And then the second one on Henry, I think any other game, you know, he's in danger of getting sent off there.
Got the ball there, didn't he?
No,
very
he got the ball there at Henry's foot. But he's a magnificent player.
Magnificent player. I think he's a lad that he's missed out in the World Cup. He's competitive. He's come back. He wants to show people that he was missed. And he's competitive, but he can't make tackles like that. I personally thought he was very lucky, because the second one was just as bad as the booking received for the first one.
I think at times you've got to tell him, just stay on your feet. I mean, he's so enthusiastic when you play.
He's reckless at times.
Well,
and he's young.
And he's young.
And he's keen, and you don't want to take that keenness and determination out of him.
I think that's what
just
Gerrard
got to
was
be
saying.
controlled.
One player that didn't miss out in the World Cup, in fact, he went on to win the thing, was Gilberto Silva, and he made quite an impact, didn't he?
I can't believe the price they paid for him, $4.5 million. What a tremendous acquisition. He came on, he had a magnificent World Cup, as you said, but he has got the lot. He picks up and he can play it, he can get it back, he gets in that holding position. This is a superb pass. Wiltord comes in, but I mean, the vision, awareness to pick Henry out there was terrific. Decent hit, good save. And another pass coming up. You know, he picks at Ashley Cole. The touch isn't great here. Up hits him in the nose. But that's the type of thing he does. This is unusual for him, a bad touch for a Brazilian, and he brings Diouf down and he gets booked, but he makes amends, because this is a fantastic goal. It's a great move.
Great move, he picks it up, plays a lovely ball into Dennis Bergkamp, lovely touch. Patrick Vieira, good movement again. He plays it again. Cole comes into it, yeah. And look, I mean, you're looking Gerrard to pick him up there, not. Then Traore has a chance to pick him up. Lovely cutback by Dennis Bergkamp, and it's a lovely finish from a player who's supposed to be a holding player.
This is brilliant play from Bergkamp. Lets it run past him, and then again he just picks Silva.
Can't understand where Traore went
well,
there.
Traore
retreated
all
back,
over the place, isn't he?
But a great run. When I had a job, and when I was working for you in the World Cup, I fancied this lad and started making inquiries a little bit, and I couldn't believe the price that was getting quoted.
You said you'd only go to 2 million, though. That was the problem.
For $4.5 million,
He could work it as the buy of the season, £4.5 million.
He was excellent in the World Cup.
You can always put him in your fantasy team.
I can, but he's an intelligent player that can do most things, and Arsene Wenger's made many good players.
Also, the other thing is, if you've got him in the holding position there, it releases Vieira to get forward.
Exactly.
But I think he's more than a holding player, Alan. I think he's proved that.
He's got a lot. I mean, if he can play that position as well.
I think everybody got locked in with the Brazilian, the way he played with Brazil, but I think Arsene Wenger seeing, and which he has, there's more to his locker than just being a holding player.
Terrific player. And what about £10 million though for El Hadji Diouf? I mean, we've not really seen him play the position he played today, David.
Well, El Diouf played club level and for Senegal up front, and I don't like this in-between role of sitting behind the front two. It wasn't working, he wasn't seeing, he was put out wide. He can do a job out there, but that is not his position. Liverpool have got to decide whether they're going to play Heskey and El Diouf or Heskey and Owen.
Well, they might rotate him.
Yeah, they've got to rotate.
You can't play him off the front two. Yeah. He played there for the sort of first 15, 20 minutes.
And he was lost.
Well, he was lost. I mean, he picks up here. There's nothing wrong with this, but, you know, you don't want him back there.
He's not going
to he's not going to hurt anybody in that position.
And he's a good player, but, as I say, he's not going to hurt you there. And he was lost there. It was going to be tough for him coming in at the start, the early doors. Does well here.
See, he's got the strength, he's got the pace.
He rolls Campbell here, he's away.
Well, the linesman should just let him go.
Yeah. And that's, you know, that...
You can see the frustration.
But he's good at going at people.
This is great play.
Yeah. Is this a penalty?
Nutmeg's Cole.
It's a penalty if he doesn't make a meal of it the way he does.
Oh, it's a definite penalty. Patrick Vieira comes across, misses the ball by a mile. He just rolls about 4 times too much.
And Patrick Vieira was excellent, but typical not being a defender, diving in the box, and you leave yourself open. The referee got him out of jail here.
This is late on in the match.
Yeah. And he has
the forward position.
He has it right.
He has it lashes it.
Yeah. But he for 10 million, he's a lot of money, but he's a good player. I think the better business has been done by Arsene Wenger with the silver, because he looks a quality player for that money.
Alan, you mentioned Patrick Vieira earlier on, and he was magnificent today. We've seen him plenty of times before, but...
He only headed it 268 times in his own box. It was like an awesome performance, immense, and I think the captaincy has given added responsibility. You see him here. He's urging his fellow professionals on, his teammates, and he just, in his own box, he's unbelievable.
He's big, he's got great presence. He's taken over from a legend in Tony Adams, and he's picked up his first trophy today as a captain. I think he'll pick up many more for Arsenal Football Club.
This is probably the move of the match.
Yeah.
He's headed out there, he gets it back.
From Dennis Bergkamp.
Plays it forward into feet.
Lovely movement.
It's quick.
Viltor goes again, lovely ball by Ray Parlour, and it's a good shot, but it's a shot that you expect Dudek to save.
But again,
he's available again here. Gets the ball. Ashley Cole makes a great run from wide. And he does a lot. He has a lot in his locker. And that's a lovely move. And they're unlucky at the end of the day. It's good defending. Receives it again, looking around, aware, good movement. And that's a great ball, great touch by Dennis Bergkamp, and he really scuffs it. A great touch.
So you might have just seen the great midfield combination of the Premiership this season, Silva and Vieira.
So what about this new offside rule then? Well, it's more of an amendment than an offside rule. The official reading says you must see air now. So level is still onside, but now you've got to see air between the two
Nobody's going to be offside because you can't see air.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But you can. It's everywhere.
Is it? Right.
We think.
I've got an example of not seeing air.
Well, he's got this wrong before we start, because Bergkamp's never offside here.
Lovely ball.
This is a great pass in.
Great touch. A bad finish.
You tell me, where was the air there?
No air.
Couldn't see it.
Couldn't see it.
Interpretation.
Let me ask you quickly for the title. We've seen these two teams, Manchester United. Anyone else?
No, I think the top three of last season will be the top three again this season, maybe in a different order, but the three of them, I fancy Manchester United. Yeah. And in the 90s, both times they didn't win anything in a season, they came back strongly.
I'll agree and disagree, Alan. I think I'll go for Manchester United, the hunger. I think they'll come out and beat Arsenal, but I think Leeds, with all the troubles of court cases behind them, I think they'll get a free run. I think they'll finish in the top three.
You think they'll finish in the top three?
Yeah, I think they will.
As you brought it round to Leeds, David, we haven't really heard from you since your dismissal in the summer. I mean, you were working with us, so we had no idea. Was it as big a shock to you?
Myself. I was disappointed I got the sack. I had a good chairman that gave me good backing. I think I've taken the club from a top 8, established them in the top 4 now. I think he feels that it needs a change and he wants Terry Reynolds to take it on.
Is that what he said at the time, though? He said, what did he say to you?
He didn't really say too much, really. But I think you're out in the nicest possible way, but I think it was a feeling that he felt that I've taken him. He gave me good money to spend. I think that with Rio going now, I'd spent 60, I've spent 30 there now, and I think the 30 million that's left, I think Terry Reynolds was a very lucky man, and I think he just felt that after 4 years...
Do you not feel a little bit aggrieved, though, David? Because, I mean, you've spent that time. It's been a difficult 2 seasons with the court case and everything else.
This is why I think with Alan, to disagree with Alan, I think I was looking forward to this season because we were going for the last 2 years for my family, for myself, trying to run it. It was very, very difficult, and I was looking to have a free go at it. And I think with Terry Venables, who's supposed to be a very good coach, he's going to inherit a great bunch of people. He's inherited a good coaching staff. Brian Kidd will be a great help. They know the feelings, what I had, what I was going to do, and I think he'll take it on, and he'll be expected to take it on.
But, I mean, you watched it in the World Cup. Could you see it coming at all?
No, because
not the slightest.
I thought, Alan, over the 4 years, I spent good money on good players. There'll be a return on them. I thought for the last couple of years, particularly, it was a difficult time. I still kept the team in Europe, and you know, Terry now, you know, I won't accept, say, a top 4 off Terry because the club has been established into a top 4 now.
David, will you fancy getting back into it?
I hope you still take pity on me, and if
this is not a real job.
If the Gary, I loved it. I loved Leeds. I hope for the people of Leeds they do great because it was a great club to work for, and I loved it there. If the right job comes along to work with the right chairman, I'd go back into it tomorrow. Yes.
What is the right chairman? How you define the right chairman?
One that doesn't get rid of you after a couple.
One that doesn't. No, in general, I had a very good chairman who gave me good money, and I tried to spend it well for him, and it was good to work for him. But obviously, he felt he needed a change. I wished him well. I show no bitterness towards him, and I hope if some other good chairman takes pity on me, I'll do a good job for him.
David, thanks very much. Right, that's it from us. We'll be back, though, on Wednesday night with live coverage of Manchester United's Champions League qualifier against Hungarian champions, known locally as ZTE, thank heavens. Join us on BBC One at 7:30. Well, Arsenal have started this season how they ended the last, with a bit more silver. Good night.